I'm with James Lesslie. We're in the engineered stand at Surfaces 2014. And James, how are you?
Good, good. Excited to be here. We're having a great time.
Now, this is day one. It's about half over or so, maybe a little bit more. What's the show been like so far?
It started out really from this morning. It was been busy from the very start, and it stayed busy all morning. We've been really happy so far.
Now, I think it'd be fair to say you're one of the hottest properties in the building here, wouldn't you say?
Well, we've been pleased with our success, and a lot of customers have said that they're happy with their growth with us, and we're certainly happy with their vote of confidence in us too.
Such a modest guy.
Well, I try to be humble is a good thing.
Now, talk about the draw. I mean, this has been a very successful plan. If anybody X number of years ago would have told you there'd be a new mill start and would be very, very successful, there wasn't anybody in Dalton that would have believed it. But now it's happened. Why? I know polyester is the product. Why is this as successful as it is?
I think that's a great question, Dave, and I think a lot of people just assume that it's polyester, and it's really not. It's the fact that we're making solution dyed polyester, and it's not. What solution dye allows us to do from a design standpoint is we don't make solid color. I mean, virtually at this market, it's the first market ever, other than commodity, we have not introduced a traditional solid color carpet. Everything has got blends of various shades of beige, and that gives what we call a tonal solid on the floor. It's much more forgiving for a consumer and easier to maintain. And those styles for us are our fastest growing styles. So we've said, if that's what people want to buy, we'll keep making more of it. So it's a combination of not only polyester, but the fact that we can design products that I think consumers are wanting to buy.
So they've responded to these tonal products and that's why you've gone into more of it.
Absolutely, and there's a corollary to this. If you look at the countertop market, Corian was the hottest countertop going 20 years ago. It's basically a very small segment replaced by granite. Why? Granite's easier to maintain, has natural tonal colors, and for a housewife, she can keep that countertop looking great all the time. The same with the floor. Once somebody has this carpet, we've had consumers say, I will never have a carpet that doesn't look like this in the future. And that's powerful. When they start using words like never, we listen.
So talk about the people that buy carpet anymore. This is what, bedroom? Is that where this goes mostly?
Well, you've really got two or three markets within the carpet industry. Residential replacement is going to be primarily bedrooms, particularly in the more upscale houses. Now, in the starter builder homes, there's still a lot of carpet. So there's a lot of carpet used in builder, and there's a lot of carpet that's used in multifamily. And if you look at home ownership trends in the United States, apartment use is going to grow up even more as a percentage. So we continue to see a lot of growth in that segment of our business.
And that will continue to grow. That still is very, very hot, is it not?
It's very hot. I saw a study the other day. Apartment vacancies like down to 5%. 4 years ago it was 15%, which tells you there's got to be a lot of growth in apartments just to fuel the demand that's coming.
And I guess even a lot of the single-family homes are rental homes anymore, aren't they?
With the large amount of repurchasing that's been going on, there's a lot of rental markets, and some of our more upscale products are finding uses in those in ways we didn't even anticipate.
So going forward, you just see a lot of positive things happen.
Next year for the industry, I think the flooring industry will have a similar year as 13. We really don't see any trends that say it's going to be a down year, but we don't see any trends that say it's just going to be a gangbuster either. So I think slow, steady growth is going to be what's going to happen, and I think that'll be good for the industry.
I've heard some conversation about shortage of fiber. Talk about that.
Well, if you look at historically, there's been probably close to 1 billion pounds of fiber has left the carpet industry. Now, at some point in time, if demand comes back, will that result in a shortage of fiber? I mean, with 1 billion pounds out of 3 billion leaving, logic would say that it could happen. You know, luckily for the industry, I think with our capacity additions and maybe some others, that shortage may be sometime out in the future, but it's just staggering how much fiber is no longer available in the U.S.
So that may not be any time next year or the year after, but somewhere down the road.
I think it's inevitable that it's going to be a question of when the market rebounds in a strong mode, it's going to happen. Now, when that happens, if I knew that, I could.
You wouldn't be here talking to me.
That's right. I wouldn't be talking.
Now, retailers, obviously, this is full of retailers. You've been having retailers in here all day. Talk about their mix. You know, there's lots of people selling carpet in this room. Where does this carpet fit in terms of percentage-wise and with what types of retail?
Well, our Dreamweaver brand goes all the way up. I mean, we make weights as 70 as 75 and 80 ounces. So we take the full gamut. So for a retailer that wants to come in and says, I need an upscale collection, we certainly have that available for them. And our soft products, particularly because our softs are so affordable, we're finding a lot of success with that. But a lot of retailers today are moved into more of a hybrid role. I mean, it's not unusual at all to have a retailer that also does some multifamily or also does some new construction because they've had to do it to survive. I mean, we've been in 5 years of a down industry. The guys that are around know how to survive. So they have adapted. So they're looking for a multitude of products. It's not just all, I need some bedroom carpet when they come to this show.
So then everybody sees the fact that there are niches that they need to fill, and maybe more retailers are filling more niches than they did in 2005.
I think the ones in order to survive in the down market, a lot of them have branched out into other areas, and I think that's going to continue.
Let me ask you a question about the major mills in this industry are also in the hard surface business, which would indicate perhaps that they're not as serious about carpet as maybe they were 20 years ago. Do you ever think about that?
Well, you know what? There's some great competitors that are spending money in Northwest Georgia, and I applaud them for that, building some hard surface facilities. And I think that if that's your strategy, and that's certainly one you could take, for us it's been our whole strategy is about focus. We do one thing. We make really one type of carpet. We're the largest solution-dyed polyester producer in the world, and that is a niche that's growing for us. And we don't see that all the distractions with a lot of other flooring or a lot of other markets are gonna be beneficial to us at this time. At some point in time that might change for us, but right now we're going to stay focused.
But I guess the less focus they have, the better that is for you guys.
You could make that assumption, although I'll tell you we've got some very good competitors in this business too.
Now you've got some capacity coming on stream here, not so far down the down the pike. Tell us about that.
We just finished our expansion of our second plant. That was completed at the end of last year. So that Dalton plant is now completely built. We're very proud to have announced, with the help of the state, that we're building our third plant also in the Dalton area. And that plant will go into operation second quarter of this year.
Now, the total capacity that Engineered has totally with that on stream, what is that?
Well, under roof, we're going to have about 2.2 million square feet at the end of next year. Now, in years going forward, that number will probably increase a lot. We've already announced, because it's a 4-year build-out with the state, the new facility, when completed, will be the largest single-site carpet mill in the world, encompassing over 2.5 million square feet in just one site. It's going to be phenomenal.
What kind of growth do you see Engineered having this year, next year?
Well, I think we'll have a good year of growth. We had a good year of growth last year. Next year is going to be a continuation of that growth. And as long as we're making products that people want to buy, we're going to add enough capacity to make sure we can supply that demand. So really, our growth is more dependent on how much consumers and our customers want to buy.
James, it's always great talking with you. Congratulations on such a great show here.
Thanks, David. Thanks for having us, and welcome to the space.
My name is Melvin Silvers, and I'm president of the Dreamweaver division of Engineered Floors. And what I'd like to go over is some of the new products that we have. And our collection mainly consists of heavy multicolors and the soft collections. And if you look at this product here, this is one of our premier products that we've come out with this year. This is a product called Phenomenal, and it's using one of our lower DPF yarns or ultra soft products. And it comes in 12 colorations, and what we've built our whole theme on this show is we've leaned toward the soft products, and we've made them more affordable to the masses. And we have different weights and styles and different versions of it. We have the low dense cut piles, we have the higher cut piles, and we have the double space die effects. and it's very beautiful products, and we'd like for everybody just to come out and take a look at them and see what we have. This is another product that we're showing. This one has a bigger hand, and it's very heavy and multicolor, and it has a lot of tonal effects to it. And this seems to be the hot item that we have this year. And the reason for that is it's a big-handed product. It's very soft, not as dense as the other products, but it has some different colorations, some tones that we've used, and we've used some gray tones and some more earth tones leaning toward the gray side. And this is another product that seems to be the hit of the show here. And this product is called Kaleidoscope. And going away from our soft products, this one is our conventional yarn system that we use. It's a 6-turn, 6x6 turn product. This one is also heavy multicolor, and this one is a big success at this market because of the colorations, and the market seems to be leaning more toward the multicolors, and that's what we've based our market on this year. Is we've come to market with very few solid colors actually, and this, like I said, this is our conventional yarn. This is a very nice product, and this one's also been a big hit for us this year. And this product is called Top Notch.